Hey YouTube, this is Trev again, and I'm bringing you another gameplay. And first, I want to go over this team with you guys. It's a Trick Room team that I actually, it's based off of Ben Gay's team, and it's kind of hard to do a Trick Room team without doing it just right. And the Pokemon that you use for that, you kind of have to. There's a lot of redundancy. You see there, Reuniclus has that ability, and so does Cresselia there, and then I put it on this Smeargle. This is not my current Trick Team, but this is also a recording of me playing against one of my subscribers and a guy who I helped out a little bit with some video editing, TheLacrima68. I'll link his channel in the description. But so this is a fight against him, and he also brings a Trick Room team, so this is going to be an interesting battle, to say the least. If you see there, he's got a Gliscor, which is my least favorite Pokemon in the game. If you use a Toxic Substall Gliscor, then you are among the scum of the earth. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Don't ever use that, guys. I also want to talk about, before I get this game going, noon uploads. I'm going to be doing these gameplays either live or just reviews at noon every day. I'm going to keep some consistency there. And then I'm also going to be starting a new challenge. I present to you the Pokemon Nuzlocke Challenge. Yes, Pokemon Yellow is the game I'll be doing. So the first generation, I haven't played this game in a forever, so you're gonna have to excuse some of my errors that I do make because I've already got the recordings in and I'll put it in later. But they're not exactly accurate. There's a lot of things that I've forgotten or whatever. I think one of them being that poison type is non-effective, or fighting is non-effective against poison. And I was I was just confused, is what it was. There's a whole lot of things that have gone on since the first generation. It's been forever. What, like 20 years? Even more, maybe? I'm not entirely sure when it first came out. But anyways, let's get into this. And yeah, I'll make sure I shout out to. I'll get that shout out going to Lacrima. And I'm gonna get it going at normal speed. But to start things off, I always lead off with Smeargle, and the first thing I do, Spore. I mean, it's his best ability because he's one of the few Pokemon that can learn it that are effective outside of like Breloom. Breloom is also one of the Pokemon that you use if you are the scum of the earth because he's way too overpowered. Any Pokemon that is effective and can use Spore, I mean, it's 100% every time, guys. It's not fair. So I bring in Reuniclus right here to take anything this guy has to dish out. I mean, pretty well at least, and also he can turn around and hit him with a Side Shock. So that's the end of his biggest threat in Conch Elder, given that we're both going to be using Trick Room here. I had no idea that he was going to bring a Trick Room team, and neither did he know that I was going to bring one. So I go into Cresselia here to take. I don't want to lose Reuniclus so early. Cresselia can wall anything, really, he can. And I think that I had this one built defensively at this point. So I turn to the Trick Room, and I go for the Ice Beam. I mean, obviously I'm not going to hit it, but I had to use some sort of turn, and I didn't want anyone else to take a bounce from Gyarados. He actually misses, which is really nice. So I then switch out into my Conch Elder because he's going to be able to one-hit KO him with that Thunder Punch. Yeah, so he's got Thunder Punch and Ice Punch on him. I guess no, but you haven't. I don't think you've seen the Ice Punch yet. But he brings in Reuniclus, and at that point I had forgotten. Oh yeah, Reuniclus might be the slowest Pokemon in the game. So he actually outspeeds me there in this Trick Room. I just come in with Smeargle and I put him to sleep. I bring in the Trick Room, and look at that, he wakes up. All right, so I feel like this game glitches out when you put Pokemon to sleep from time to time because you'll see here. Let's. I mean, it's not, the video didn't go back. I'm still talking here. It's going through the turns. He's just waking up first turn every single time, and I'm just getting frustrated at this point because he kills me there. So that's really annoying. So I bring in Cresselia. It's not a whole lot he can do to this guy, and I can set up the Trick Room again. I'm not entirely sure why I did that, because then I go straight into my Reuniclus. I probably should have just gone straight into Reuniclus after the feint, because Reuniclus has, wait for it, Shadow Ball, and so he's gonna bring him down to my level real quick. He'll take out Reuniclus with that hit, and he's got one hit left on me. So I go into Snorlax. Snorlax is especially defensive built, so he'll take that like a champ, despite the fact that Reuniclus is a ridiculous special attacker. Snorlax is a tank. He really is. And there goes the Trick Room. He brings in Gliscor. And I was like, alright, that's perfect. Gliscor can take that Ice Punch to the face. And he does not have the Toxic Orb. Well, he actually does. I take that back. But this is an offensive Gliscor, so I am completely okay with using Gliscor Lacrima. It is a solidly defensive Pokemon. As you saw, he took a Snorlax punch, and Snorlax has good attack, and it's 4 times super effective. I get frozen here, and I started freaking out. I was like, gosh, that's probably game. I was like, there's no way, because Snorlax will die, and then so he but he wakes up, or he doesn't unawake. Excuse me, he thaws out. So then I finish him off with an Ice Beam, which is really nice. So now it's 3-2 in my favor. This isn't the best of gameplays, but I mean it's all right. And so I go into Cristina. I just wanted to see what kind of damage an Ice Beam would do, and what he'd want to attack with. So then I go into Heatran because I'm like, all right, well Meteor Mash, it's gonna do some damage, but it's gonna be like 1/4 effective, I think. And then I was fearing the Earthquake, so then I double switch and I bring back in Cresselia. I'm like, okay, now I can do this. I set up the Trick Room right here. Meteor Mash does a ton there. And I'm like, alright, well, I'll get to go first. And so I go into Lunar Dance, but wait, he has Bullet Punch too. Kind of forgot that he carries that. It doesn't matter, because now I can bring in Heatran and start to clean up. Because Heatran, with that Eruption, and he's definitely going to be slower than both these guys. He has left. He has Haxorus left, which is ridiculously physically attacking, but doesn't matter because Heatran will clean him up. So that's the game. GG. And I actually, his buddy, Lacrima's buddy, Maskin, then was talking crap this entire game, like giving me crap. And I admit that I did not play this one as well as I could have, but he was talking crap, so then I was like, all right, well, challenge me. So he challenges me, and then I go out and 6-0 him. Like it was a really easy win. And I was like, yeah, so you can be quiet now, because I brought in my tournament team, and that team is just built perfectly. At least in my opinion, I don't really ever lose with it. And go ahead and challenge me if you think you can uh, take on that challenge. But yeah, that's the gameplay. I appreciate you guys sticking around to watch it, and you should be looking forward to those Nuzlocke challenges because I think it's pretty interesting. It's going to be difficult, and you guys should subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to follow that challenge. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.